Hi, good evening, guys. Fashionistas and especially models. Welcome to the very first MTC Windhoek Fashion Week live. How awesome is that? It sounds so cool to say that. MTC Windhoek Fashion Week. Whew. Yeah. So we're basically doing an information session tonight with me, Lafika Joyce. I'll be actually one of the directors for casting, but apart from that, I'm also part of the Windhoek Fashion Week team, so I deal with designers and models. And this today is for you models. So we're having our first castings for the MTC Windhoek Fashion Week this coming Saturday. So it's just basically like a rundown of what to expect, what to do, what not to do, what to bring. Yeah, so if you guys don't mind, I'll just be looking down onto my notes so that I don't forget anything and that you guys are completely informed, and then you guys can definitely send through your questions in the comments below. And if you haven't told your other models or your friends to tune in, you can still tell them to tune in right now. So we're actually live on Instagram as well as Facebook. So first things first, please bring your Z card. What is a Z card? The whole week everyone's like, what is a Z card? Like, what must happen? I've never modeled before. I don't know what a Z card is. So a Z card is basically your modeling portfolio, but we're not expecting you to come with a big book and like photos of what you've done. No. Basically we just want like an A4 sheet that has, let's say, 3 or 4 pictures of your best photographed pictures. It should include a headshot picture. It should include a full-length picture, and then any other 2 other pictures that you want to show off your modeling styles or your physique, right? So that's in terms of images. And then on your Z card, we obviously want your name, we want your contact number, we want your measurements. Now these measurements include your height, very important, your height, your shoe size, your eye color, your hair color, your chest measurements, your waist measurements, your hip measurements. So you're probably wondering what's the importance of this? So the importance of this is that when we're dealing with you or with designers want to see what type of models can fit into their clothes instead of like measuring you and like, you know, all of that jazz. Cool. I feel like I'm going fast. But if you guys didn't understand anything, just remember to leave the comments or leave your questions in the comments below. So that's first things first. Now, according to our specifications, we are looking for models that are 1.86 males, and ladies, you should be 1.82. Yes, sorry. But if you are 1.86, that's also a bit, you know. And then female models, you should be 1.75. Yes, thank you so much, guys. This, you know, with what they say, like fashion is a glamorous job. It's actually 99% hard work and 5% glamorous. So behind me and behind all of this, there's a whole team that's just, you know, doing the things that must be done. All right, cool. Heading back onto your list of things that you should bring. So also bring water. It's going to be a very long day, so bring water, bring snacks, make sure you have your power bank charged, bring music. It's going to be a very long day. When I say a very long day, it's going to be a very long day, and it requires patience. Okay. The other thing is come on time. When I say come on time, it's obviously it's between from 10 to 2, right? Right? 10 to 2 team? Yeah, 10 to 2. But it doesn't mean that you should come like at 10 o'clock and wait the whole day. So I know some people called me and they're like, I've got work. What must happen? Is it strictly, do I have to strictly be there at 10? No, it's between 10 and 2, but don't come 2 minutes to 2 o'clock and be like, I'm here and I want to, you know, it doesn't make sense. So be on time. So give yourself like 30 minutes so that the team can also deal with you, because also we take your measurements, you have to sign in. It's a whole process. Okay. So what we require the ladies to do or to wear is wear a tank top and leggings, but also bring along your bikini or your swimsuit, just in case the team would like to see how you actually look in a bikini or a swimsuit. And this is because there are different types of designers, right? You get ready to wear haute couture, you get lingerie, you get swimwear designers. So all these designers, we actually don't know what type of designers we're gonna have, but maybe the designer that's gonna be on the panel will be like, you know what, actually I might be having something that requires for the person to show majority of their physique, so I'd like to see this person in a swimsuit. Hence why you need to bring a swimsuit. This is now ladies, and for the guys you need to come into a vest and shorts, and then you need to also pack your swimming trunks. So people are like, what are swimming trunks? Like, I don't know, like so swimming trunks are basically shorts, but not like formal shorts, your casual shorts that you go to the beach with or that you actually go swimming with, hence the term swimming trunks. But if you don't have swimming trunks, it's okay. You can also wear gym shorts, as long as they're casual shorts and they can show your legs. Yeah, so guys need to wear a vest and shorts, and then bring along, or they could just come wearing their shorts and swimming trunks as well. The judging panel might ask you to take off your shirt, so this is also another point that I would like to bring. When you come to castings, please make sure that you come with confidence. Yes, because there's no point in coming to castings if you're shy, and if you are like, this is your first time and you want to step out of your comfort zone and it's something new that you want to try, it's not a problem, but just come with confidence, practice in the mirror, practice your walk, and you'll be fine. And also have fun. If you go in there thinking and overthinking it too much, people tend to be or maybe there's a model that you really aspire to be like, and you've been practicing this model's walk. It doesn't make sense, because then we can just ask that model to walk, because now you're copying English, guys, English. But yeah, you're copying someone else's walk, which at the end of the day, it's not your walk, and we want to see your walk. Yeah, so if you have a Naomi Campbell walk, it's fine that you aspire to be like Naomi Campbell, but make sure that you have your own personality in your walk as well, because that's very important. Yeah, let me just quickly check. I feel like I've touched on everything. Also, there's no harm in asking questions. Let's say you've been there before, you haven't modeled, and you can ask the team, you're like, you know what, I haven't modeled before, can you maybe check out my walk? Just on the side, you can talk to the team. There's a huge team, and just can you really check out my walk? I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. And we're more than happy to give you pointers on how to do your walk before you actually see the panel. I think that's very important. I think lots of people are very scared to ask us how do I walk? How do I do this? But you know that there's no such question as a stupid question. So just ask us and we'll be more than happy to help you. Do we have any questions, team? And then I can just dive into those questions.
There was one for transgender.
Okay, so we are not discriminatory to any models. We do plus size, we do anyone. So if you want to come walk, we've had models from the Rainbow Nation or come and model for us before. So it's not a thing of, oh, you can't, because some designers actually want to have that. So we definitely do have inclusivity. We have plus size models. So you're all welcome. Yeah, anyone is welcome, basically.
Blumilea asked about the height. Will I be shown away if I'm not 1.75 meters?
So the thing is, we're going to have a measuring tape at the entrance. You will be asked to leave because we're very strict this year. It's been 5 years of fashion. But also, just to touch on that, I think many people don't really understand why height is so important, especially for runway. Height is very important because you need to sell the garment. Remember, at the end of the day, it's a fashion show, it's not a pageant. you have to sell the clothing. You could be someone who's quite short and you'd be wearing maybe like an outfit, and now I'm sitting in the second row and I have to do this, or like, but if you have someone who's taller, it elongates the outfit. Yeah, so it's just, unfortunately this year we're being very strict, but it's also just to prep people for international standards. No one is saying that you can't be a model, but you just maybe can't be a model with that height for this year's Fashion Week. You're more than welcome to be a photography model. So it's not that we're shunning away people, it's just that we need to be very strict this year, especially because other fashion weeks around the world have also been noticing us. They've been noticing the stuff that we're doing. So if they want Namibian models, they're just like, but the Namibian models don't really meet the height requirements. Do you get what I mean? So unfortunately, that's just how it is. Any other questions?
What about the age? What age do I need to be?
So legal age, I believe it's 16. 18. Yeah, so it's 18 for modeling. But with that, would need the consent of your parents or your guidance, your people that are looking after you, because after all, you're still underage, and we wouldn't want to just mess things up. So if you're 18 and you're matric, you're more than welcome to come, but as long as you come with your parents, so that they also know what's happening and that it doesn't feel like we're exploiting you. Any other questions?
What if I'm 1.78 meters for a guy? Can I still try as I did last year as well?
I mean, you can definitely try your shot. It's not like we'll be like, no. But there are obviously certain models that we've worked with over the years. And it would be kind of weird. It would be like, you've used me, like you said, you've used me in the previous years, but now it's not. But the thing is with that is, we're still going to be as strict. So even if you're 1.78 and you've modeled for us before, you need to bring your A game, because there are many other models that are new and upcoming and that are really hungry. So what I also noticed last year at castings is that models that we've used in the year before, they'll be like, but I've modeled for them before, I don't really need to bring my A game. No, you need to bring your A game, because we're not just going to let you come in. You need to work hard for it. You need to show us your work. If your work is not as powerful, then unfortunately you won't be able to make it.
Is it okay to wear a head wrap at casting?
It's okay, but we'd also like to see what type of hair you have. I mean, if it's because maybe religious reasons, we'd have to look into that, and then if it's for religious reasons, we'd have to look into that and also ask designers, would they be okay with a model wearing a head wrap, and so forth.
Will there be auditions for models outside of Windhoek?
Yes. Thank you so much for asking that question. Yes, due to COVID, obviously we can't travel to the other countries, to the other regions, and do castings there. So we'll be doing online castings, where you'd have to submit a video of you doing your thing and also submit your Z card. But that date is still to be announced. So yes, definitely there will be online castings for those of you that are outside of Windhoek.
Not a question, please save the life.
We'll definitely save the life for you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I feel like I've touched on everything. Let me just quickly double check my notes. Judging panel might ask you to take a shirt. Yes. Another thing that I wanted to touch on is we tend to be very strict. Yes, it will seem like we're strict, we're mean and all of that, but don't take criticism to the heart. It's not, no one has an agenda against you. It's not like no one wants to be with, no one wants Kali to model, so we're going to be mean on purpose. No. Everyone on the Windhoek Fashion Week team has no hidden agenda. So if we're giving you criticism, it's criticism or or maybe they see our faces, and I know for a fact I have a very strong facial expressions. So maybe you're doing something funny while you're walking, and automatically my face just does that, like it changes. It's not you, it's your walk. Yeah? Or sometimes you guys bring Z cards and it looks nothing like the person in person. So sometimes you're like, are you sure? You know? So just remember, the criticism, it's not to break you down. It's actually just to help you. And remember that we're striving for international standards at the end of the day. We want that one day when you go and represent Namibia, you'll be like, damn, Namibia's got good models, you know, they take criticism well and they've been trained well. So it's not really to beat you down per se. As I mentioned, definitely welcome. But remember, it's also not about us, it's about the designers who are taking part. If the designers who are taking part request plus size models, then definitely, excuse me, yeah, so you're definitely welcome to come. What happened last year, because we have Maromo as a sponsor, obviously we had retail shops that catered to plus size, so it was easier for us to make sure that the plus size models are included. Yeah, so it's just really honestly depends to the designers, but Maromo is still on board. So yeah, plus size models are definitely welcome. Any other questions?
There's another one here. Can you show up as someone that is only available to model non-revealing pieces?
Okay, so with that, it's actually very tricky because there are other people that are out there. So okay, so let's take Kali and let's take Karina, right? Kali and Karina have very good walks, but for some reason Kali has a stronger walk, just a tad. Or sometimes you get people that have the same walks. Okay, so we end up taking Kali, right? Kali doesn't like or doesn't want to be in revealing clothes or clothes that the designer wants them to wear. So now we have this issue of Kali not feeling comfortable to wear revealing clothes. But then we had Karina, who we said, okay, because you guys have the same walk, we can't take you both. So now Karina, unfortunately, we can't take you. So now Karina was willing to wear revealing stuff. So now it comes to the thing of, okay, now what must happen? We could have just taken the other person who does want it. No one will ever force you to wear something. We'll rather just use someone who's willing to do it. That's just how the world is. Also because now we have a number of models that we've catered to for the designers, and then now you're just the one who's complicating everything, whereas I could have had the other model who is smooth sailing. Yeah, so if you don't want to wear revealing things, it's okay. But then you need to remember when you come to modeling, you need to be open. You need to have an open mind, because remember, this is Africa. Go beyond the seas. Go to other countries. They're actually way more stricter. They're just like, if you don't want, then it's fine, you know? So we don't force people, rather just not, and try your luck another time when your confidence or etc. is there. Any other questions?
Can I audition with tattoos?
Of course. No, you definitely can. I mean, you can cast with tattoos, with piercings, but come Fashion Week, we may ask, if you have like so many piercings on your face, we may ask you to take them off, because maybe it doesn't go with the look of the rest of the models, or the designer doesn't want you to wear it. Also with piercings, it's okay. I mean, you can come to costumes with piercings, but just be prepared to remove them during Fashion Week. So not like remove them for life. And then obviously with tattoos, it also comes back to the designer. What are they putting you in? If they want your tattoo to be seen, then kudos for you. If they don't, they'll probably put you in something that covers up your tattoo. Okay, Just quickly checking through my notes again.
There's one here.
Yeah.
Will you guys be paying the models?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, we will be paying the models. Yeah. So you can definitely get
There's
paid.
another one here. What about makeup artist castings?
So we have a makeup sponsor. So we don't really do castings for makeup artists, but we're willing to have makeup artists come on board and work with the sponsor. If the sponsor doesn't mind having extra hands, then sure. It's all about the sponsor at the end of the day.
Can I apply an international model?
Okay, so with international models, you can definitely apply, but it will be on your own cost. You'd have to get yourself here. We can try and sort out accommodation for you, but flights and traveling would have to be on your own cost. Yeah.
Should the 2 Z cards be different?
No, the 2 Z cards, it's just 2 Z cards so that also when you're on the panel, you don't want to be hovering over 1 Z card. It doesn't make sense. So we need 2 Z cards so that the people on this end of the table can pass it, and then the people on this end of the table can pass it. And also, you never know, like, what if 1 Z card goes missing? Yeah? So you always just need a backup. Oh, talking about Z cards. There have been years where people come with Z cards and it looks tacky. When I say it looks tacky, it looks like, you printed this thing, you gave it to a cow, it chewed it for a bit, and then you're like, let me quickly straighten it out, and let me just go and try and take it to this casting. No. Your Z card needs to be presentable, because also remember that your Z card also says a lot about you. So if your Z card is like on the sheet, it's not well presented, it looks like, there's a coffee stain there, there's a coffee. So what must happen now? Are you also going to treat the designer's clothes the same way as you treat the Z card? Questions. So it's just something, because I personally, if I see a Z card like that, I actually don't look at it, because I'm like, if this is the Z card that I can get from this person, what can I expect from this person during Fashion Week? Will they be getting out of the designer's clothes and tearing them? So it says a lot about a model, actually. Any other questions?
How many models are you casting this year?
So we're casting 40 female models and 30 male models. So 70 models. Definitely. So just to also on that is, every year we try and make things better and different for the models. I believe last year we had 60 models. So every year we just try and, and include people as well, because and the male models are always less than the female models, because there are also not a lot of male designers who cater for or design male clothing. Yeah.
Will you be taking interns this year?
Yes! Send those applications through. Send those applications through. I love that question, but I also just want to say that interns that are coming, please, we want interns that want to work hard, or that are interested about learning about the fashion industry. I personally don't want, and I know the rest of the team, don't want interns that are coming here to slay. If you want to slay, you can be an audience and you can come and watch the shows. But the interns, we want you to come work. So obviously there are different departments. There's my department, where it's backstage and models, as I said earlier. And then there's marketing and PR, social media, there's decor. So there's so many different departments. So I know I said that someone who's interested, or interns that are interested in the fashion industry, but if you're maybe not really interested in the fashion industry, but you're interested in let's say decor or like event styling, then we'll be like, you can tell us, like, oh no, I am really interested in decor and event styling, I'd like to be part of the decor team. Yeah, So we're open to putting you in places where you're comfortable. But yes, interns are definitely welcome. We want you. Tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a cousin, and all of that. So there will also be an intern boot camp. Did you hear that? A boot camp. So the dates are going to be for free. Boot camp in the sense that we're going to train you. Obviously, because we have such a big sponsor on board this year, or sponsors on board this year, things need to look prim and proper. Is that a word? Prim and proper? You guys don't get what I mean. But yeah, things need to be smooth. And we'll also be having model training, which is absolutely free. So just because you made it through castings doesn't mean like your work is like, yes, your work is probably like that, but you probably have certain flaws, or there are things that us as a team would like the models to know, just like model etiquette, how to behave during fashion week, and all of that jazz. Do you have any other questions?
Are child models casting, and what age?
So, as I mentioned before, child model castings, it also depends on the designer. If we have a designer who has a children's line, then I guess we'd have to look at the ages, and then obviously the parents would have to come in. But that's also dependent if there's a designer catering or designing children's line.
If I'm in Ghana, how do I apply?
To be a model?
Yes.
Okay. You can send us an email. So you can head over to our website. We have a website, guys. We have a website. We are live, and our website is whkfashionweek.com. That's www.whkfashionweek.com. So all our deets are there, all our contact emails and how to contact us. So you can send us an email and be like, I want to be a model for Windhoek Fashion Week, which will be amazing. So just drop us a mail, basically.
Does an intern need any sort of qualification?
So not really, actually. But if you are a fashion student, that would be awesome. But if you're just someone who's inquisitive and you're eager to learn and you want to know about the industry, you're more than welcome. You don't have to have a qualification. You just need to have the passion and drive for it and eager to learn, basically. Any other questions, team? Woo! 30 minutes. So who's there?
I love your confidence.
Thank you, say
Sutella saying, can she be part of your department?
Who's this?
Sutella.
Who's Sutella? Sutella Kim. Is it Kim? Is it Kim like one of our
Will
models?
there be auditions outside Windhoek?
So once again, so I'm guessing you're asking this question because you just joined. And for those of you that just joined, welcome to the first ever MTC Windhoek Fashion Week live. So we'll have online castings for people that are outside. Just because of COVID, we can't travel to the different towns. So we're still to announce the online casting dates. We're also going to announce the intern training boot camp. We're still going to announce the dates for the model boot camp. So make sure to follow MTC Windhoek Fashion Week on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all the deets. And as well as our website, which is, remember, www.whkfashionweek.com. Guys, that sounds so good. Like, we have a website. We've struggled 5 years.
The website is pinned.
Oh yeah, so we've pinned it. This is such like influencer vibes, you know what I mean? Like we've pinned it over there at the bottom, so just make sure it's locked. Check it out. We've pinned it.
What size should the Z card be?
Okay, so the Z card needs to be A4. A4 because it can also be A5, but preferably A4. Listen, guys, team, we're literally having like a back, like the people behind the scenes are like, no, it has to be A5, and I'm like, no, A4. So listen to this. I can see you guys. You can bring your A5, but preferably A4. This is because sometimes when you guys bring your Z cards, the print is very tiny, right? So now I must squint my eyes to see what waist you are. You get what I mean? So if you already have your Z card and it's A5, it's not a train smash, but preferably A4. Thanks, team.
We don't agree.
They're shaking their heads.
We don't agree. It's preferably A5.
A5.
Bring your Z-cards, guys.
A5. What are the mistakes that models do during castings that may be avoided this year?
As much as I said you're allowed to ask questions, some people tend to be very overconfident. You get what I mean? Look, Lafika's my friend. Lafika, just tune away from me, man. Why must I come to castings? So you'll just come show your face and not walk. And then the whole world is seeing that we are chomzozos. No, it doesn't work like that. So that's one of the things. Also, please don't come drunk or high. I'm just joking, guys. No, I'm not joking about the drunk or high. I'm being very serious. I was joking about the glasses. So yeah, so please don't come intoxicated to castings. We do not need that type of drama. If you come to castings, you'll be shoved away. Easy as that. What other mistakes? Oh, that is number one. I don't even, guys, I even had it on my notes. I think it's just this love. Being love is so, it's very awkward. Fuck, I just can't. Okay, great. Ooh, heels. Ladies, do not wear these. Can you guys see it? Can they see? Okay. Please don't wear platform heels. Please don't wear platform heels. Rather wear strappy heels. Or rather wear court heels. So, reason being is, we've noticed that lots of girls were like, oh, let me walk with my platform heels. They're confident, they're comfortable. Yes, they may be comfortable, but they're not runway heels. Also because they just, I like to call them pageant heels. You can definitely wear them for pageants, it's fine. But for runway, we do not like these heels. It's actually not, we do not like these. It's just, you're not supposed to be wearing platform heels to casting. So rather wear strappy heels or court heels. With that said, in the same breath as platform heels, please don't wear wedges. Wedges are cheat heels. We want to see if you can walk in heels. Now you're wearing wedges, they give you, I'll go into a shwambo. Wedges in doppy. They are bricks. So you're walking with bricks because they're comfortable. There's no way you can trip or fall. You can in wedges because the support is already there. So it's unfair to someone coming in court heels and doing their stride, and then you come with wedges and you think we'll take you because you're wearing wedges. So, excuse me, best is rather just, if you don't have those wedges, it's not saying it's by force to go buy those heels, but invest in yourself. As a model, you need to invest in yourself. Always bring a towel. Wear the right heels. Bring water. Bring snacks, bring your music. But at castings, you always need to have the right heels. Some models, I mean, the fashion world is a very catty world. You get a model who'll be willing to be like, oh no, I see you brought the wrong heels, or you go ask them and then they say, yeah, sure, we wear the same size, you can wear my heels. But not everyone is that kind. So to avoid disappointment, rather come prepared.
So, should I really have a six-pack because I'm skinny, or in Afrikaans we say "be mekaar" when I'm all rounded?
I don't know what Afrikaans is. I don't know.
Be mekaar is basically me being together.
No, because there are different types of models, right? You can be slim. There are slim models who don't necessarily have six packs, but they're models. They have the height. They look like a model, but they don't have a six pack. So it's not by force that you should have a six pack, but you should be working out. I mean, as a model, you need to keep fit, but it's not by force. But just keep fit. So no, it's not a must for you to have a six pack. Why are you guys laughing? Any other questions?
What type of shoes should the guys wear?
Okay, so guys should basically just wear trainers, sneakers. Yeah, we're not very strict on like how guys shoes for castings. And then like, should you make it through to Fashion Week, we'd obviously tell you that, okay, this are the shoes that you need to bring along.
What about those Z-cuts, the A4, A5? What kind of paper should I be printing it on?
Just normal paper. I mean, I've noticed that, okay, so I've noticed people tend to do two types of Z-cards. It's either your glossy paper, which is like photographic paper, or you get people that print it on just normal quality paper, but then they still go laminate their Z card. So as long as it looks good, but preferably photographic paper, so that it looks, because sometimes what happens is if you print on your average, your normal on your normal printing paper that you print for like assignments and stuff, your images, the ink kind of soaks your images, and then it looks pixelated, and then it looks dull. Yeah, so preferably photographic paper, or just thick paper, and then you can laminate it, and then it will still look good.
Kali, you must pick up my calls. Winner.
People don't have protocol in this team. They're just shouting in the background. Yeah. So basically, let me just quickly go through everything that I've said. And I think we're about to...
one more question.
Yeah.
Can I wear any color heels that's not black?
Yes. We're not strict at castings with colors of heels, more that the type of style, as I mentioned.
So am I completely out if I'm not above 1.65 meters?
Are you male or female?
I'm female.
What was the question again? Sorry.
Do I completely have no chance if I'm not above 1.65?
Yeah. So remember, I said that we're being strict this year. If you had modeled previous years, okay. So like a centimeter or two off, we're not going to be so like, But if it's like a whole 5 centimeters, that's this, guys. This is 5 centimeters. This is 5 centimeters. So, okay, no. So let's say a whole 10 centimeters. No, you can forget. But if it's like 1 or 2 centimeters, I'm sure, and you do have the physique and the height, we are able to just, but it's not like, but remember, we still want to keep it within the height restrictions.
Can we please get a recap of everything regarding Z cards, regarding who's welcome, regarding the heights specifically, regarding internship, regarding everything?
Cool. So, one is do arrive on time. So the model casting is from 10 to 2. So I know most of people said that they're working during that time, and like someone also called me and said, hey, listen, I'm working, but I knock off at 1. Can I come then? Yes, you can come then, but don't come 2 minutes to 2. So be on time. That's what I mean by be on time. Don't come empty-handed, so make sure you come with your Z card, you come with your water, a lot of water. I also say that you should bring your power banks, because also another thing that's very frustrating is for models to come to the organizers and be like, oh hi, sorry, can I charge somewhere? So please come prepared. Come with your power bank, come with your chargers, come with your music.
Can I come with the ID? Is that compulsory?
That's a very good question. We've actually never had that question before. Actually, I think you should come with your ID, especially in the case of you're underage, because y'all be trying. You'll be underage. Let's say you're 17 or 16 and you're not there with your parentals, but let's say you look 18 and then you want to come try and push things. So just come with your ID, just to be on the safe side. Yeah.
There's a question here
Okay.
from Janelle Models. Can I volunteer to train female models?
I won't say no right now, but send us an email. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. That's MTC Windhoek Fashion Week. Drop us a mail or visit our website, www.whkfashionweek.com, and we'll answer you. Don't put me on the spot like that. It's not cool. So back to my recap. Do wear appropriate attire. So check on the poster of what you're required to wear. Remember I said, ladies, make sure to just pack your swimsuit. It doesn't have to be a bikini. It does not have to be a bikini. So don't go now and be like, Meme, no, I have to go to fashion week castings. I don't have a bikini. I need to go. No, it doesn't have to be a bikini. It can even just be sportswear. You can even wear, if you don't have a bikini or a costume, you can wear a sports bra and gym tights. Because then we're still able to see how you look if you were to wear a swimsuit or a bikini. Shoes, ladies, please don't wear platform heels. Opt for strappy heels or court heels or any other heels except for platform heels and wedges. Those are a no. Okay? And then guys, just wear sneakers. Doesn't have to be fancy. You can wear your Converse. You can, as long as, you know, because it's actually not, for guys, it's not about the shoes. It's about your walk and your confidence. Bring your personality. Recap. So it's important to show a little of personality. Walk, because remember you're selling a garment. Don't come. You know what I mean? Like, so now, are you angry? Or so just bring your personality, and remember, don't try and copy people's walks. There are amazing models in this country, yes, that have awesome walks. You look up to them, that's great. But don't try and imitate their walk, because at the end of the day, it's not you, you know? And there's only so long one can imitate and try and look like someone until we're like, brah, but you've been faking it the whole time. Do you get what I mean? I touched also on criticism. That remember that we're here to help you. Don't take it to heart. Don't be like, yo, Lafika doesn't like me. It's not about you. I know I'm being blunt, but it really isn't about you. So we're just being there to help you and guide you. If we see potential in you, we're always willing to give you a few tips. I know I've done this over the years where in castings, I'll tell the person to walk again and walk again and walk again. And people were like, but how come you made her walk several times, but I'm just walking once. It's either that person has really strong features or has something that we like, or maybe they're just lacking a little bit in that walk. Hence why I'll do it. And then there are people that just really can't walk. And it's not fair for me to sell you dreams and say, walk again, walk again, walk again. When you and I both know you're nervous, your walk is not strong, or even you yourself, you know that your walk is not strong. Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's fair for me to be like, walk again, walk again, walk again? Yeah, so it's just one of those things. It's not criticism to beat you down. It's not hate. It's just literally, we want you to do better. We want to see more Namibian models out there. I've touched on the dress code, height restrictions.
So, as an agency,
Yes.
am I allowed to bring my models?
Yes. Why not? You are a model agency. We actually want to see more model agencies coming through and bringing their models. Yeah, so you're definitely, if you have models that you feel like suit the criteria, bring them through.
Are block heels allowed? Sometimes designers...
Are you talking about these? These? No. Those are block heels. No. Not allowed. Sorry.
Sometimes the designers require models with boobs. What you going to do about that? Most tall girls hardly have boobs.
Sorry, I had to laugh because I had to laugh because it was just it's funny how you said that. So with designers, okay. This all comes back to your Z card. This is why on your Z card, for males, I remember touching males that your measurements that have to be on there, it's your height, it's your chest, it's your waist, it's your hips, your pant size. Yeah, this is your measurements that we need if you're a guy, and then as well as your shoe size, and then just like your hair color and your eye color. That's just if maybe a designer has a certain look and maybe your eye color doesn't go with their outfit. Yes, there are designers out there that are strict like that. Okay, so with females, the measurements are breast, waist, hips, pant size, and dress size. So obviously on your Z card, we already see the standard measurement. We know the standard measurements of the breast. So if you're a model, we'll just know. And that's why also the Z cards are there so that we can give to designers, and they can, when they're choosing, or like when we put models in pools, because we put models in pools, and then in the different pools that we put the models in, we send those Z cards to the designers. From those pools that we've put the models in, the designers now choose the models that they want, because now they see your Z card, they see how you look. In their mind, they can be like, okay, Karina would look good in this. Okay, but Karina, she has big breasts, so I don't think I should put her in this. So not all designers wear, or not all designers make form-fitting clothing. Some do, and they would look for criteria that, but also that's why we do.
How are you going to get around the number of people allowed together?
So that's why they also need to be in, out, in, out, in, out. And then we'll just have people monitoring the rest of the team. The team is huge, guys. Me, myself, and I. It's everyone. Part of Windhoek Fashion Week. So we've definitely made precautions in making sure that we're still within the COVID regulations.
Repeat that again, please.
Which part?
Typical instructions.
So this is why doing a live is so hard.
Number of people in the gathering.
Okay. Okay, cool. So we've taken precautions on, obviously because of the COVID regulations. Number of people right now is 50. So that's why the castings have to be in and out. They have to be very quick. But we have the team who's making sure that, okay, people that are in right now are this number and so forth. So we've made sure that we've taken all those precautions. Oh, another thing that I totally forgot, imagine, is that please wear your masks. Bring your masks along. We will have sanitizer there, but also bring your own sanitizer if you're about, oh my gosh, I don't know if that's real sanitizer, so I'll just bring my own. That's fine. Bring your own sanitizer, but we'll definitely have sanitizers there. But more importantly, if you don't have a mask, you also won't come in. Just like the shops, you don't walk into a shop without a mask. Any other questions? Going to wrap this up. Yeah, guys, I'm so proud of myself.
That's like a 1 minute recap. Again.
I was really proud of myself, guys. I've never gone live. So proud. Okay, recap. And for those of you joining us, where have you been? Where have you been? That you're only coming in now. You missed a whole lot. But that is why I shall recap for ye. Alright? Just give me a bit. Just okay. So this was the information session for model casting for MTC Windhoek Fashion Week. Your poo-poo was so late, but it's fine. You can't do anything about it. Cool. So, castings are happening the 26th of September, which is the Saturday, at Avani Hotel, Sources Flay Conference Room. Time is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The requirements, in case you maybe live under a rock and you did not see this post. Please bring along 2 Z cards. What is a Z card? A Z card is basically a summary of your modeling. If you've never modeled before, we just need professional pictures taken of you. Your headshot, full length. So a Z card can vary, can either have 4 pictures or 3 pictures, images. Headshot, full length, and then maybe one that's showing your modeling abilities, which is also cool because sometimes you might not have a strong walk, but photographically you are a strong model. So sometimes designers will be like, you know what, this person doesn't really have a good walk, but I'd like to use them for my photo shoot, so I'd like to use them for my campaign. So not all hope is lost if you can't walk. There's like an open silver lining, just a tiny one. Okay, I need to wrap this up. Okay, cool. Models, you need to be 1.82 meters. You need to wear a vest and shorts. And then female models, you need to be 1.75. You need to wear heels, leggings, and a top. And then please bring along swimwear. Bring your confidence, have fun, bring snacks, bring water. I'll see you on Saturday. Lafika signing out for MTC Windhoek Fashion Week.